Vegas Madness is all over. We're here at the Orleans. You see, it's ending already. They're breaking it down. They're taking everything away from here. The WAC tournament is over. All the tournaments are over. What a week, and it all wraps up with New Mexico State winning yet another WAC title here at the Orleans Arena. Grand Canyon made a good run of it. Their fans were out in full support. I thought it was a fun atmosphere here, but in the end, just too much New Mexico State.
Yeah, absolutely. Zach Lofton scores a game-high 23 points for the Aggies to help them seal this victory. It really started off slow. The Aggies were not shooting well to start, but then they really came on a run at the end of the first half. We're leading by 11 points at halftime and really just kind of kept that margin at a comfortable distance the rest of the way against Grand Canyon.
Yeah, and Grand Canyon made a couple of runs, got within 3, and then immediately New Mexico State pulled away. And then Grand Canyon got within 6. The crowd is into it. And again, one more run for New Mexico State, just a little too much New Mexico State. And it was that way all year throughout the conference. New Mexico State was the best team. Grand Canyon dominated at home, but couldn't find enough wins outside of their building to get the job done. And once again, New Mexico State wins the WAC title, and it was a great season for them, but one that started off pretty tricky in the offseason. They get a new coach in, of course, Paul Weir. Their coach goes over to New Mexico. He lost the championship game over in the Mountain West tournament today. Jans comes in, and it was a kind of a learning process. He had to learn the players had to learn him, and a new cast of characters came in, but it all came together after a rocky offseason.
Summer and fall was rough. You know, it was rough. We were butting heads, and they wouldn't buy it in, and they wouldn't jump off the bridge and completely trust us. And there's a lot of back and forth, but we finally kind of came to our senses and figured out that if we don't get on the same page, it could be a rough year for the Aggies, and none of us wanted that. And it was a great feeling once they did, and certainly we took off at the right time, and here we are.
Just buy into what he's saying.
We had to get used to it, how he was said.
We love that man, though. We love it. We love Coach Jans, though.
Yeah, he's a beast. He don't show favoritism to nobody.
Nope. He definitely
treat
a beast.
everybody the same. Get on the line. So we like him too. He like our father of the team. We're a family now. We used to stay together a lot. We done won 2 championships now. So like
We can say family now?
Yeah. Family, baby.
Mm-hmm. After all that, it comes together for New Mexico State, and they get the job done here. Going to the NCAA tournament, now it's all about where they're seated. They don't really care, but this is a team that could be dangerous in March.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't want to play some of these guys. I think they're really on a roll right now, and honestly, they're comfortable in March. They have won this tournament now for the 7th time in 9 years, so it's not like that big stage is going to intimidate them.
Yep, so they are on to the NCAA tournament. They'll find out tomorrow where they're seated, and we are done with Vegas Madness. It was a great week. Thanks for sticking with us and following us all around town, from T-Mobile Arena to the Thomas and Mack Center, and right here to the Orleans Arena, where we started the week with the WCC tournament. We end it with the WAC tournament, and that'll do it for Vegas Madness. We appreciate you guys coming along for the ride, and we will definitely talk to you next year. Can't wait.